Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another Questions of Life. Today's question is: what personality trait would you change and why? I just woke up, so I'm feeling a bit groggy. I'm also playing Devil May Cry 4, the special edition, on the screen here, and it is absolutely gorgeous. I would highly recommend it. I saw some shmups playing it online, on the internet, on YouTube, and it just reinvigorated my love for the game, and I'm having so much fun. It's so much fun. Hurts my hand like hell, though, but other than that, it's fantastic. Um, so today's video might be a bit raw and unedited because this is more of a personal question and not requiring a lot of grandiosing or philosophizing or any of that sort of stuff. But I did have to do some introspection to figure out what kind of personality trait I would like to change. I have, I think, in my opinion, one major personality defect, and that is that I generally don't have much self-worth. I think much of what I do or say, or myself in general, is just not worth a whole bunch. One story that I will tell here happened in high school. Awarbor and Uchiha, well, Awarbor was there, but Uchiha probably remembers what Awarbor told him about said incident. But this cute girl asked me out to Sadie Hawkins, and I turned her down. My reasoning for turning her down was, well, I'm pretty much a loser. She could totally do better. And I'm pretty sure that's what I told her, too, that she could do better than me. And at the time, I was comparing myself to all of my friends who, one of our mutual friends, B-Bomb, had his license, he's driving around, doing all this other sort of stuff. He was, like honor roll student who did the sports and did all sorts of parties and everything. He was pretty popular, but I digress. Uchiha had his own car and license. Warbor had a job and money. So compared to those guys, I felt like I was pretty much a loser. So a lot of my life up until, let's see, the end of my community college was trying to catch up to them. I was getting my license. I went and got a job. So I felt like I was at least somewhat on equal footing there, and didn't feel as much a loser at that time. I'm not trying to blame them for this character defect, this is entirely on me, but I would definitely like to change that, because it would just make everything else in my life a lot easier. In conversations, especially in college now that I'm going to the university in my state, I tend to strike up conversation with some of my acquaintances just to be nice, but it only ever gets so far. For example, they'll sit down and they'll be like, "Hey, how was your day? How was whatever?" And they go like, "Hey," like, "Oh, that's great," and that's about where it ends on most occasions. Because in general, I just don't think anything I have to say on any topic is really of much interest, and usually whenever I try to converse with people, I try to talk about things that I know that they'll be interested in, so that they can, put forth some effort, because when it comes down to things that don't particularly interest me, or that I'm not directly involved in, I can do it. You'd think that not having much self-worth would make it pretty hard to do things like public speaking or teaching small children. But when it comes down to that, because I'm not directly the one benefiting from this thing, I can totally push that character defect aside. I can push anything aside and just do it and get it done, which is really nice. But I wish I could get that kind of mentality when it comes down to things that directly interest me, such as conversing with friends or going for the ladies, or anything else in general. I'm trying to get a little bit better at it, but still kind of suck. So that's the personality trait that I would change. Now here comes the part of the video where I have to stall for 2 minutes because I made a edited video for about 7 minutes, and I don't want to edit it down because I want to let you watch me kick Barrett. I think that's Beryl? Burn dog face man centaur dude to the ground. And I remember in my Devil May Cry 4 playthrough, which was god-awful because I was playing on Son of Sparta, and I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I thought I was good at the game, but then the game was just like, no, fuck you, and then beat me down to the ground like a fucking bitch. So, that, coming back to Barrett's fight, Burl, the dogman face, and kicking his butt, and getting S ranks on some of these bosses just feel super, super good after coming back for, goddamn so long. Then again, I am playing on Devil Hunter right now, and I've already played on Devil Hunter and beaten the game. And all that on Devil Hunter. So when I beat the game this time, I'm going to go back through on Son of Sparta and see if I can do a little bit better than the last time. And then maybe if I do end up being a lot better at the game, I'll finish that playthrough, and then that'll be the last thing on my channel that needs to be finished. Yeah, and then that'll be fun. I'm gonna try really hard to like master this game and like do some sick combos, but fuck, I've seen the things that people can do on Devil May Cry 4, and it's just like nuts. Like, how do you even, man? You didn't even touch the ground one time. How the fuck do you do that? Anyways, the video should be about over now. Let's see, I think I made it for like 7:30. In any event here, thank you all for watching. Tune in next time, and remember, drive fast, take chances.
It don't look so big from where I'm standing. Now it's just you